Hi, this is Michelle from Shell, Colorado, and I am going to show you how to ply together two singles that I have wound onto these handy homemade bobbins. So the first thing I want you to see here is that we have different amounts of fiber, and this is one thing that you'll want to accept when you're doing your spinning. There will always be one bobbin that has more or less on it than the rest of them, and that's okay. You can use that for other things later, but don't be distressed if when you get to the end of your plying you find that you still have some fiber left on one of your bobbins. All right, so as I mentioned in an earlier video, this is a commercial manufactured Lazy Kate. You can see it's got room for 3 bobbins on it, and it's got some little washers, rubber washers on the side to keep it in. And what you would do is remove the washer and remove the pin, and then take one of your bobbins and thread the pin back through and thread it through the bobbin, and then replace your washer. Now you have a handy holder for your bobbins. I'm going to show you right now how you can make a Lazy Kate on your own using supplies you probably already have around your house. I'm going to start with an easily obtainable box, and what I have done is I have used a tool to poke a hole through here and here and on the other side, here and up here. So I can use this box now to hold my bobbins. You can suspend the bobbins here between these holes in a couple of different ways. So I have here a piece of wire. It's this is florist wire, but it's any kind of wire that will hold its shape, but it's still easy for you to manipulate, will work. I have a couple of rubber bands here that I have looped together. And so what I'm going to do right now is thread the wire through the bobbin. I am going to just push this end of the rubber band out through the box to the outside, and I have 4 little twigs that I found in my yard here, so I'm just going to thread this twig through here and wrap it around once to help keep it on there. And then here we go. I am going to thread my bobbin through, and then I'm going to thread the wire outside the box here, and I'll pull out the other end of the rubber band here and grab hold of that and remove the wire. And I have another little twig here that I'll put in here in the rubber band and wrap it once. And now I have my bobbin suspended inside the box. So I'm going to do that with the other bobbin. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my 2 bobbins set up here, ready to go. I want you to notice that I have little slip knots here. So all I have to do is pull on this guy and I'm ready to go. That'll help you keep the twist in your fiber. The other thing I want you to notice is that both of the bobbins are winding the same way. So you can see they're both pulling here from the top. And it doesn't matter whether they're both pulling from the top or both pulling from the bottom. What matters is that they're both pulling from the same direction, and that'll help you keep your fibers from twisting together. So I'm going to set my box here next to me, so maybe off camera. Here. I'm going to make a little knot here between the two fibers, the two singles. And I'm going to take my drop spindle and I am going to put the hook here so that it's kind of capturing both of them. So before I said that I was spinning my singles clockwise. And so what I need to do now when I apply these together is make sure my spindle is going counterclockwise so that we get a balanced yarn. If I spun these two together clockwise, I would get a very kinky mess that will not lay straight. So I'm going to do my little spin here clockwise, counterclockwise, and you can see what we have going on here. We have the fibers, the two singles twisting up together here. So I'm going to park, I'm going to pinch, I'm going to let these go, and the twist is going to travel up and not go any further than that. So I am going to do this again. I am going to spin counterclockwise, and I can see the twist building up here. I'm going to park, I'm going to pinch, I'm going to let a little of this fiber out, and I'm going to let it go. I'm going to do that one more time, spin counterclockwise, and that looks good. Now I am going to, and this is going to kink up a little bit. This is okay because once the fibers rest, and before you spin them, they should rest at least overnight. They will kink up a little tiny bit here, and when we do the last step, which is setting the twist, this will balance out. So I'm going to take my yarn now off the hook, and I'm going to wrap this onto the spindle just like we did before with the singles, with that one twist just to help me hold it on there, and then wrapping the plied singles on there. I'm going to look for my notch and put that around again. I'm going to let a little bit of this out because I'm kind of close up here, but here we go. So I will spin clockwise, counterclockwise. It's easy to get confused, but as long as you do the right thing, then you're good. Counterclockwise spin, park, pinch, let some out, let it go. It's important to hold the two singles up here as evenly as you can. and to make sure you let out the same length, otherwise you get one kind of corkscrewing around the other, and there is an effect for that that you can do on purpose, but here in the beginning we want something that is still nice and smooth. So I'm going to give this another little spin. That's good. Arc, pinch, let this out, let it go. I'm going to give it a little spin one more time. And now I'm going to wind this on my spindle. I want to show you what to do in case one of your singles breaks while you're in the middle of doing your plying. So I'm going to, this will be a little off camera here, but I'm going to break one of my singles so that you can see. So now I have a single that has broken here. And so this is what you're going to do. Go ahead and spin the top, spin this here so that it's fairly tight, probably tighter than you would want it to be. So I'm going to do that here. So this gets really, really tight. I'm going to put the spindle here between my knees. And all I'm going to do is take my broken end here and I'm going to lay it here next to the unbroken one and let these broken ends overlap just a little bit. And what I want to do is catch the end I'm joining so that it's into the twist. So I have it pinched. The new the unbroken bit I'm trying to join is pinched right there. I'm just going to let the twist go, and then I'm going to do as before and just let the twist move up here slowly. And I'm going to put even a little more twist in it. And just let the twist move past the join. And so now it's joined and it's invisible. You won't be able to see it. I am going to move my fingers up here to let a little more of the twist go up, because we don't want this over twisted plying to get into our yarn. I'm going to let it go up a little bit more here. And I might put a little bit twist back in. That's probably good. And our join is complete, so no worries.